Alright guys, before we get into the Spotlight mission information and Cyclonus' bot intel report, we're going to take a quick look at this post regarding further improvements coming to 7.0. So Mike says this: Commanders, recently we released version 7.0 of Forged to Fight. While the release featured a number of improvements, you have all made it clear that there is still room for improvement. You think so? After discussing your feedback as a team, we have decided to carefully accelerate some of our development plans to improve on our 7.0 release. This list is a list of things that we're going to be working on in the short term. We do not have a specific date for these at this time, but we are working to implement them as soon as we're able to accommodate proper testing, tuning, and safe rollout. That never works out. So here's the list, guys. Commander level increased to level 60. Decrease in the energy cost for medium and hard difficulties in the Spotlight mission, starting with the Cyclonus Spotlight. That's a good one. Add tier 3 class spark essence to the daily crystals, or to the daily deals, sorry. So daily deals, something, isn't that like the $5 one? So I don't know. Introducing a tier 4 night crystal. Ooh, we need to know how many, what's the percentage on that tier 1 alpha. Permanently a tier 3 class spark essence premium crystal to the raid store, in addition to the one that is a rotating item. Thank you all for your continued feedback. Alright, so again, this is honestly like nothing major. It's just little additions here and there. The commander level increased to 60. Like, how, seriously, like, how are we going to level up to 60? We're just going to keep repeating the same act, the same chapter over and over again. No information again in the short term as far as like any new content, so it's super disappointing. The decrease to the energy cost for medium and hard, that should have been done quite a long time ago, ever since Master got introduced, and it's barely being implemented today or tomorrow, sorry. The addition of the tier 3 class spark essence to the daily deals, just, you know, offers, gotta pay to get that. Introduction of the tier 4 night crystal, I guess we'll have to wait and see what that one has. And permanently adding the tier 3 class spark essence premium to the raid store. That's good, I guess, but still, you know, like I said, these are very, very minimal things. And yeah, I mean, look at that. Everyone kind of pretty much has a similar feeling towards this post. So I don't know, it just seems like a lot of stuff. I don't know. We're in the same boat, basically. They could have easily just added this to the 7.0 notes. So yeah, we're gonna have to end up waiting for 8.0 probably for any content. So yeah. Alright, moving on, guys, to the Spotlight mission Emergence. Cyclonus has been found in New Quintessa. Both Starscream and Ultra Magnus are fighting to keep him from returning to his master Galvatron. Meanwhile, the rumors surrounding the return of Megatronus have become reality. Really? Okay, but I don't know. I guess he's not going to be playable. No new content. I don't know. He's maybe a reality, like in the story mission, the dialogue. That's where it's going to be. All right. So the only thing new, guys, honestly here, it's just the energy levels that have decreased a little bit. So they're going to switch medium difficulty to only use 1 energy per step, and hard difficulty to use 2 energy per step, and everything else will be the same. Relics, they're not going to go unchanged. Actually, they're introducing 2 old sets of relics and a brand new one, and they're going to keep the Star Saber. So we're getting kickback relics, Optimus Primal relics, and the cloaking field, which is going to have gold and XP plus 10%. And raid ship rewards plus 5%. So not a bad one to pick up. Gold generation is always good, so it'll be good to pick that one up in combination with the Star Saber, and then 2 of the Hound relics, the gold and silver. That'll get you a nice little chunk of extra gold. So the rewards, everything's the same. And then we notice this thing down here. This just goes to show you like how out of touch Mike is with this game. He states this, that they've doubled, he forgot to add the small reward increase, that they've doubled the tier 4 basic spark essence from mastering all of the master difficulty from 1,000 to 2,000. That has been, it has been 2,000 for quite a while now, so you know, he just doesn't pay attention. You can easily go and double check this by checking like the master difficulty rewards on the Wheeljack one, and you'll see that it's 2000, so he doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. So let's go over here to the bot intel report. Now that we're done with all that nonsense, look at that Galvatron. I mean, Cyclonus. He looks a lot like Galvatron, to be honest. Besides the minus the little carrot blaster on his hand. So Cyclonus, faction Decepticon, tactician, resurrected by the same dark energies as his master Galvatron. Cyclonus leads a mighty armada provided by Unicron himself. Loyal, patient, and skilled, Cyclonus is ultimately the counterbalance to Galvatron's chaotic rule. His stats, they finally, oh no, they didn't add the 5-star stats. That's fine. Basic abilities, Dark Energy, Dark Field, and Discipline. So 2 new abilities coming into the game. Gain a bar of power. Each bar of power grants Cyclonus a Dark Energy charge, increasing attack rating by 22 to 30% for 6 seconds. That's not bad. You know, increase attack. It's only 6 seconds, which is, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, short duration to attack buffs, kind of iffy. Dark Field. So whenever Cyclonus gains Dark Energy or completes a full melee combo with Dark Energy active, his Dark Field pulses. What is that? So the Dark Field inflicts Dark Burn, dealing 20% of attack as instant energy damage and has a 60 to 76% chance to nullify an enemy buff. If the opponent is unstoppable, this chance increases to 100%. Okay. I'm interested to see how it's going to work. 20% as attack, you know, instantly dealing the energy damage. It's super low, in my opinion. It's kind of like down there to how Hound's range attacks, the burn damage, how much damage those deal. So I don't know how 20% is going to be. You know, you will definitely be able to obtain the Dark Field multiple times throughout the fight. Every time you gain a bar of power or complete a melee combo, you're going to, you know, gain that Dark Energy, and his Dark Field is going to pulse, so it should do that. I don't know how you're going to actually inflict the Dark Burn, if it's going to be like an instant activation or something. I don't know. If the opponent is unstoppable, there's the Motor Master counter. The chance increased to 100%. If the opponent with unstoppable dashes towards Cyclonus, he instantly gains Dark Energy, nullifies the unstoppable buff, and inflicts stun for 1.5 seconds. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty cool. Motor Master counter, Fear, Cyclonus, Motor Master. Discipline. So after being struck 5 times by melee attacks, he'll gain a 18 to 20% physical resistance buff for 7 to 9 seconds. I've never been too fond of like abilities that have to trigger whenever you get hit, so I don't know about that one. After landing 6 range attacks, he'll gain a ranged bonus, increasing damage from melee from range attacks by 15 to 25% and projectile speed for 5 to 7%. So decent, but you gotta make sure you hit those range attacks. And after landing 10 melee attacks, he'll gain a melee bonus, increasing damage from melee attacks by 15 to 25% for 5 to 7 seconds. So probably gonna have to keep track of like your melee attacks. And then on your second wave of melee attacks, once you get that, you know, a little attack bonus to proc, probably gonna be best to use like a special attack following that. Signature ability, Dark Servitude. Pledging loyalty to Unicron has imbued Cyclonus with unimaginable power. Dark burns inflicted by the Dark Field deal 20 to 120% more damage. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. The Dark Field, it is a flat 20% up there, but then once you dupe them, I guess, you know, it'll increase depending on the signature level, 20 to 120%. Sounds okay. Could be okay. We'll definitely have to test it out though. Let's see, special attacks. Special 1, Cosmic Edge. A blade honed and deadly as its wielder. 100% armor piercing. Special 2, Galaxy Gun. A blast of cosmic proportions. 100% chance the last hit of this attack is unblockable. Don't know how I feel about that. Usually, I mean, most of us, I'm pretty sure all of us, you know, don't just randomly throw out our specials unless it's like a special 3. We usually just follow it up with a combo, so having it be unblockable, I don't know, doesn't really do too much for him, I think. Nothing else, you know, no bleeding on this guy, so kind of sucks. Cyclonus, special 3, Interstellar Ride. Cyclonus takes a precisely calculated trip through the center of his opponent. He gains dark energy and begins to automatically pulse the dark field for 10 seconds. See, I'm super curious how that dark field is gonna work. Like, is it automatically gonna trigger whenever the opponent has like a buff up or something, or do you have to be like in range of them? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But the special 3, if it lasts for 10 seconds, I wonder if it's only gonna like trigger once or gonna trigger multiple times. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out, guys. But I don't know. Not too excited for this guy. I mean, we'll definitely check him out though and see like how good his attack is and overall like kit works. But I don't know, just by reading this, he doesn't seem to be top tier, you know, enough to topple OG Optimus and OG Megatron. But I don't know, we'll check him out tomorrow though. Synergy bonuses: mutual kickback and tantrum, he's got 2 to 8%. Mutual enemies with Ultra Magnus, RC, and Blaster. Yay, another Blaster synergy there at 2 to 8%. And outgoing Hand of Chaos with Galvatron. All Decepticon special attacks gain 2 to 15% special attack damage and 2 to 15% crit damage. That is actually really nice and really big for you know, for this duo. And then, you know, it affects all Decepticons, so it's a really nice synergy there. You know, I know the Decepticons, they don't really have like a lot of these outgoing synergies for like the Decepticons to benefit from. So I think this one's actually like really good. So we'll definitely be checking that one out with our rank 5 4-star Galvatron. Strong matchups against Motormaster, of course, you know, the Unstoppable will be a disadvantage. And against MV1, Cyclonus' sword will pierce even the toughest armor, stopping the Autobot leader from making his epic last stand. Oh yeah, his special one has 100% armor piercing, so that'll definitely go through MV1's signature. Weak matchups against Galvatron and Shockwave, so yeah. Recommended mods for Cyclonus: Robot Resource would push him to gain dark energy faster, and Harm Accelerator. So add another constant kit ticket. Oh yeah, you know, he'll gain that what is it called? It'd be pretty cool having this guy on defense, so he gains that resistance every time he's struck by enemy attacks, by melee attacks, so he'll be somewhat tanky every now and then, but who knows. We'll check him out tomorrow, guys. Let me know your thoughts though on his bot intel report. Do you guys think he's going to be a really strong, really good bot, or is he going to be down there like in the mid-tier, low tier? But we'll definitely take this guy up to rank 5 tomorrow, and you know, we'll check him out. And also let me know on your on Kabam's future implementations coming to after 7.0. Let me know what you guys think of this. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow during the crystal opening. So take care, guys, and have a good one.